Hello, I am Herle Divine, and welcome to Becoming the Joyous You. I am so excited to share this word with you today because overcoming helplessness has been for me the crutch for so many years. And it wasn't until I took the Soul Journey Masterclass that I really came in contact with that spirit that literally kept me bound to where I didn't feel like I could ever do anything or become more than I could physically see myself. And so here I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things that I did and continue to do to remind myself that I don't have to go back to that old person, right? I can remain in who I am because I know who I am. And that, my friends, was the major difference. That was the shifter. That was what some might say the game changer, okay? So I recognize that because I was in that realm or that spirit of helplessness, everything and everyone that I literally considered myself close to mirrored who I wasn't. They literally mirrored my mind's eye at the time. And I recognize now that everything about you, when you feel that feeling of helplessness that says you can't do anything, you can't achieve major goals and dreams, you can't be a millionaire. How dare you think that you can pay off, a $40,000 car? How dare you believe that you can have a stable relationship, a beautiful marriage, a wonderful family unit? How dare you believe that? See, that is the spirit of helplessness. And those were the thoughts that I was once bound with. Oh my goodness. And so I thank God that I can say I've come out of helplessness. And so understanding one of the major things I had to understand when I was coming out of helplessness was this. What self am I attributing? What self am I giving my energy to? So we hear a lot about self-help. We hear a lot about, self-discovery, self-love. But what self are we relating to? What is that self? I recognize that we have two selves, okay? We have a self that identifies, I know for me it was helplessness. What is it for you? There's another self that identifies as our higher selves. In our association, in our ministry, we call these two selves the green soul, the inner child, right? And the higher self, the God self, the supreme self, the actualized self. This is what we call these two souls. And so does the actualized self or the higher self or the God self have to be involved in self-discovery and self-love and that kind of lower vibration, I would call it? No, because the higher self already knows who and what it is. It is only hoping that you know. It is only hoping that you come to an understanding of who you are. And that happens with alignment. When we align ourselves, not with the green self, the unactualized self, the self that is constantly repeating back to us our mistakes, constantly telling us that we're not enough, that self that doesn't believe in goals and dreams, right? And literally attacks you and brings its friends, neighbors, and associates to do the same. Not that self, no. The actualized self, the God self, right? That is the self that is in full awareness. That we need to align ourselves with. And once you align, baby, when you align yourself with who you truly are, everything becomes possible. The limits literally come down. The shackles off your feet, and you're now flying. You're literally flying because you now believe in something higher. You understand that there's something greater, and that greater is your own breath. That greater is your own being. You start treating yourself better. You start loving on yourself better. Not saying that you totally deny the green soul, that inner child in you. No, that higher self now loves on that inner child, just like a mother would love on her child even after a tantrum, right? We are already perfect once we know who we are. So I leave you with this. Be blessed and know without a shadow of a doubt that somebody loves you today and sees you as your higher self. Talk to you soon.